It's like the jungle in here. That's husband right there. What the is that? What the is that right there? Hey guys, we're Aamie and Michael. Welcome to our channel. And in 2023, we not only got engaged, we got married, we got pregnant, and we also bought a farm, and we're taking you along for the journey. So welcome on in. If you haven't already, please subscribe and click the notifications button to get all of our latest videos. Welcome to part 2 of our property and land tour. Thanks for joining us. On the last YouTube, we showed you guys our farmhouse and our workshop that is here in the white circle. We quickly showed you the paddocks in the green circle. We're going to go way more in detail in the paddocks when we get back there in the spring. And we finished up at the top of the beautiful hayfields, and that's where we're going to start today, leaving the paddocks and making our way into those gorgeous hayfields where we will one day build our future home, and we can't wait for that. But for right now, we are going to work on the rest of the land and live in the farmhouse that we showed you guys in the last video. Here's a very quick glance at the paddocks that we just drove through, and Michael is opening up the gates so that we can drive into the hayfields. I also just want to say a really big quick thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far and been following along this journey. I really appreciate it. We both appreciate it, and we're so excited to have you here. If you haven't already, feel free to follow us on our other socials. We have an Instagram account, we also have a TikTok account, and of course we have a Twitter or X account, and we'd love to have you over there to join us for all of our posts. So while these hayfields are huge to us, we've actually spoken to some people, and they might not be big enough for us to cut and bale ourselves and get a lot out of it. So we're actually wondering, what would you guys do? We've been contemplating on fencing this area off and using it as pasture, grazing areas for horses in the spring, summer, and fall, and just buying enough hay for the winter. Or should we, get a mini baler and cut and bale our hay ourselves for the entirety of the year? I kind of want this room for the horses to roam though, so I'm a little bit torn. Here you can see that the path turns and goes left and goes right. We're going to take the right, which brings us up to the top of the hayfield to another trail, but this all loops right around, so it's perfect for horse trails, for walking trails. We absolutely love it. And believe it or not, even after this part 2 video, there is still more to show you on our beautiful property. All right, let's go see the area we've never seen before. We bought the house without seeing the back half of the property because there was just so much of it. We actually just drove up here because it's a bit of a walk, especially for someone pregnant. So let's go see what it looks like. It's beautiful. You can't even hear the road up here. You're so far away from it.
I can understand why there would be so many big deer and everything else back here. Tons of space.
There's poop back there belonging to some sort of animal.
Yeah.
Some sort of scat.
Space for them to hide.
We actually met the seller, the previous owner, today at the title company. And he's pretty sad to let this place go, and we can understand why.
He said that he never imagined himself moving from this place because of how great it is. But he fell in love, had someone else, and ended up looking to sell.
And now we bought it. And it's our home.
Which way you want to go?
I don't know, but I think there's something in the bushes. I just heard something. Let's go right. We made the right choice. Let's go right. But he also said that he has found or seen really big deer, really big buck on this property. I believe there's also turkeys out here too. So he said it's really good for hunting if it's something that we'd be into in the future, which is pretty awesome. Oh, there is a spider web. Thanks, babe, for letting me know. I'm outdoorsy, but I can't deal with spiders. This is beautiful. Look at this. I mean, the realtor did the right thing, Judy. I don't know if you're listening, but bringing us here when we were looking at buying at the exact same time as right now with that sun setting is what sold us on this place. I mean, I'm sure if it was raining, we would have loved it too, but you know, sunsets help everything. And it really did sell us on this place, just like what you guys are seeing. Wow, look at this tree, babe.
That's where the fence line is.
How cool is that?
Property line.
It splits right off into two.
Yep.
That's really cool. Keep your eyes out, everybody, for an apple tree or some sort of fruit tree. Some more scat? Yep.
See what kind, I don't know yet.
Something right there. Anybody online able to tell us what that belongs to? I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. It looks like they were eating some sort of seeds. So this is going to be future horse trails for us and walking trails. If we want to get out and just walk the property, it's going to be perfect, especially for the horse trails. So again, this is the area we haven't actually seen yet. So seeing this for the first time right now on video with you guys, it's pretty incredible. And when we build our future home in the coming years, this will be more of our backyard than right now.
It looks like it's so I'm not sure if this is horse or not. I think it is.
Yeah, I do believe it is.
I saw a little camper back there.
So just to give you guys an idea of where we are on our property right now, here's an aerial image looking from the back to the front. So our workshop, our farmhouse, and the paddocks are all at the top of this photo in that white circle. In the beginning of this video, we went through the little trail that takes us up to the hayfields, and actually we parked right about there at the top of the hayfields. We then took the horse trails straight on down to where we are right now, which is right about right there. You can also see 3 brush piles here in this larger hayfield area. We plan on getting rid of those somehow in the next year. We also were super surprised to find sage down at the bottom of this field, and a lot of it, so I'm excited about that. There's more horse trails over to the right, which we're going to take you on in this video. We also found some train tracks. They're not used right now. They're old train tracks. You can see them here. And there's a river just beyond this photo too, which is really cool, and one of the reasons I think that the forest is so lush here. So this is our property here between these lines, and there's so much more for us to show you guys. And I'm super excited when the summer comes for us to get into that forest and show you.
I think that's a big giant brush pile.
There's so many dragonflies. Trees as of yet. This is the area where we, oh yeah, there is up right there, a little hunter's point. This is the area where we were considering in the future, I do believe, if this is the area I'm thinking of. I don't know if it is. If it is the area in the middle of the back of the property, then we were considering putting an orchard back here. But it's so big, we're kind of lost on whether or not this is our property or if we're about to circle our property here now.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to get a survey done at some point.
And probably tomorrow when we come up with your family, we'll take the actual papers and look at it and figure out where we're walking.
sitting?
Oh yeah, there is. Little camper way up there. That is serial killer nightmare fuel for me. Oh. Yeah, there's a little hunter's blind over here. Beautiful trees too. Actually, I don't know if that's a hunter's blind.
It is. I think it's just some stairs.
It kind of looks like just, yeah, some stairs for maybe painting or... Do you know what it almost looks like? It almost looks like the runway.
Yeah.
Like, now boarding, flight, Heaven's Acres, to the best place on earth. Gate, backyard. Some beautiful trees back here though. Since recording this video, we've actually decided that up here is going to be the perfect place to have bees, because we do want to have some bee colonies and produce some honey on our farm. So if we put the orchard up here and some wildflowers, it'll be the perfect place. What do you guys think? Yeah, so this is it. This is all ours.
Google Map, GPS.
Let me see.
So here's where the hayfields are. And then we are coming down, and then there's that open stretch right there.
Yeah. So this is... Wow. Cool. All right. We're in the right area. It's pretty bad. I mean, I guess it's a good complaint to have. When you have so much land, you're not sure where yours ends and where the others begin. So this is all gonna be our future horse trails and walking trails. Sure, we could set up paddocks back here and everything. Oh look, is that some shotgun shells down there?
Rifle shells.
Rifle shells?
.223 Remingtons. Deer hunting.
Deer hunting shells.
Most likely.
Be something if we could see a deer while we were here. I think I'm a bit too loud for that. I haven't seen any apple trees or anything. We kind of figured that might not happen and we might not see any, but
we were hoping that there might have been something. But
we were hoping, fingers crossed. It's super dense.
And we're at the end of the line.
How do you know?
There's nowhere to go.
Oh, well then that definitely says we're at the end of the line. Hey,
I think it still goes back a little ways, but this is as far as the trail.
That almost looks like a little trail through here too.
Game trail.
It's a game trail. Yeah, not gonna take that.
Maybe one of these days.
Maybe one of these days. Beautiful. All right. And we walk it back. To the left right here is where all that sage is, by the way. Okay, so just to kind of show you where we are right now, we're right about right here. And to save you the boring time of walking all the way back and hearing me huff and puff because I am pregnant in this video, we're going to jump right back to where the trail splits off and goes left and right. As you can see here, earlier we took the right side, now we're going to take the left side. I didn't get to record all of this trail. We start about halfway through, but it's bendy and beautiful. And when you come out at the end of this trail, it actually brings you to the bottom of the hayfields. A lot of people underestimate how large an acre is, especially when you times it by 40. Is that a hoof print right there? I can't tell.
Maybe. When it was wet out.
It might be. Oh yeah, it looks like there's another one right here. Yeah, it must be because there's a few more. Whew. It's like the jungle in here. That's husband right there. What the is that? What the is that right there?
It's gone away from us.
That was either a porcupine.
It might have been.
It was low to the ground.
Yeah, it only looked like it was 2 or 3 feet.
Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you can. You can't see anything. Okay, so that was interesting. It's not my first time seeing a wild animal, but I acted like it was. Just because it's living on our property. And I want to know what it is. What is your name? Steve! 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 Anyway, I don't think his name's Steve. That's really cool. I want to know what that was. It was really low to the ground. And it kind of waddled, if that makes sense. So I think it might have been, I've never actually seen a porcupine in real life. I don't even think I've seen one at the zoo. Do we have those here? I'm from Canada, don't judge me. Oh yeah, they're on the side of the road. Okay, so I have seen them, just not live. Not alive ones. I think that's what it was. And it was as big or bigger than what a fox would be. And it made a lot of noise. I don't know if you guys could pick that up. I tried to film a little bit of it. So we are still walking. We are still walking. Did you just see something up there too? No, I saw something. So if you heard something, I saw it. Look at these. I don't even know what this is. But it's the coolest thing ever. It's very cool looking. It looks like it might have been a sunflower of sorts, like a wild sunflower or something. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of them here. A lot of them. We are new to all this stuff, so if anybody is in the channel knows what these are, please let me know, because there's a lot of them and they're starting to dry out right now. We also have these apples here. I've never seen this either before. They're like a big Granny Smith, but they're covered in something. I don't know what it is. Little bumps. I'll try to insert a picture here to show you guys. I was really hoping, as I said on video, for some apples, but that might be all we're gonna get, I think. And there's a lot of flies out here, but that's okay. I can deal with the flies. Definitely getting my share of protein right now, though, while talking. This is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is our first time walking where we are right now. And we've come pretty far. This is going to be wonderful for horse trails in the future, or just walking. God knows I need to do some of that. Just some walking too. But definitely a lot of animal activity. A lot of animal activity here, which makes me happy. Very happy. Later in the fall, we actually went a little bit further into our land where there are no trails, made a trail of our own, and we found some beautiful landscapes. We can't wait to get back out there and show you guys a little bit more of it, like this ravine here. We also found this water culvert just off of our property. We believe it was built by the Corps of Engineers to go under the railroad, and we found some pretty awesome signs just beyond this point that kind of explains where our property ends and where the open hunting begins. Public hunting and private land beyond this point. And this is just on the other side of the train tracks that we found. We hope you guys enjoyed this part 2 video of our property and land tour. There is still so much more to show you, but alas, it will have to wait until the spring when we make it back to our beautiful farm. Thanks again for joining us. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We love having you here with us for this journey. Don't forget to hit the notifications, and we will see you next time.